Okay, just picked up a few groceries at Aldi, and that was $61.23. I know I look crazy. I didn't fix my hair after I got a shower. So I don't think that was too bad. Lots of fresh vegetables. I did get a package of brats. Haven't had those in a while. I think I may run into Belk real quick and see what they got on sale, and then we're gonna head to the house, unload this because I got the milk and stuff, and then we'll have to come back to town to come pick Piper up from church. Okay, so I did not make it to Belk. I decided to go to the Goodwill. Haven't been to the Goodwill in probably 2 months. I try to stay out of there, y'all. I really do. But when you round up, they give you the free shopping bag. I thought that was fun. Didn't need any clothes. Really didn't need anything. But I saw these. So I got 2. They were $1.99. Not sure if they work or not. Either way, I'll make them work. And then this guy is crazy looking. Look at that. These are kind of sticky, so I'm not sure how to fix that. And I probably can't. But is that not hilarious? And he was also $1.99. And then my little one has gotten into pocketbooks, and you know, she's that age. So they had this cute Betsy Johnson. It still has a little paper on the tag, so I didn't check the zipper. There it goes. Cute little crossbody. Lots of pockets in the front. Not really a spring and summer kind of bag, but I think she'll love it. Yeah, it's a Betsyville, so it's not like the Betsy Johnson. She uses several of them. I have a couple of Betsy Johnsons that I've given her that she likes to use. I found a cute little Kate Spade. Oh, that was $5. So I didn't think that was bad. And then I found a little Kate Spade handbag. I'm not sure if it's real or not either. I saw it on the shelf like this, where the Kate Spade was in the back. I needed a good size black bag. I have one, but it's just a little bit too small. I don't own any Kate Spade, so it's made really well. It's a little dirty, but I've got some spray I can clean in it. And it was $5. Yeah. And then I got, because y'all know I'm a Georgia girl, a UGA shirt. I think these were $3.99, $3.24. And then one more bag. I got one of these. I've always wanted one, and there's the lid. I don't know if it's a good brand or not. It was $5.09. I thought it was cute. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. What does it say? I took the tag off of it, but there's the price tag. And then there's the top. So, super cute. I can't wait to learn how to figure that out. So that's what I got from Goodwill. Now I've got to get my Aldi stuff in the refrigerator, and I've got about 30 minutes, and I'm going to go back and get Piper from church. Okay, we got to go to Piper's bathroom and try this clown thing out, because I'm going to not be at peace until I know. She's still using a Christmas wax melt. Oh my gosh, it works. Y'all, that is hilarious. I'm in love. You know, he's fun. He's, you know, creepy, but he's not like overly creepy. I love that. Okay, I'm going to get the pumpkins because now I want to know. My husband's going to be like, oh, more stuff for the... Oh, look at there. I love these. Love. And these are like paper mache. Let me turn them off the right way. And let's get number 2 in there. The lady said I was smart to buy these now because they would probably be gone. She said they would have been more than $1.99 closer they got to Halloween. Yep, he works too. I love that. They're like like I said, a paper mache feeling. I'm not sure what brand they are. Let me see. They're by Trendmasters, but I'm not sure where those were sold at. Either way, it doesn't matter. They're super cute, and they'll be a welcome addition to my overflowing, busting Halloween collection. I did buy the Easter tier tray and the glass platter. I almost knocked it on the floor a minute ago. These were $3 each, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. This is super cute. And this can be painted. It's not, I guess, not real wood, but, you know, it can be painted. So we kind of jumped from Wednesday straight to Friday, and that is because our military son, his girlfriend, lost her grandfather, who was more like a father to her, on Thursday. So a lot of that day was spent in conversations with her and the family. And I just didn't have time to do any, filming that day. So that's why there's a jump from Wednesday on into Friday. And usually on Fridays, we do pizza night. But I needed to use up the potatoes that I had left. And I also had made meatballs on Wednesday. So I wanted to go ahead and make sandwiches for those. So we decided to stay home and make meatball subs with fresh cut fries.
Every day. Still remember the smell of your car when you drove me down to that lake. Felt so good staying up all night. That will forever be our place. And I know it's been a long time since we were together. There's a special place in my heart that's yours forever. If I could fly right back to where I belong, fly right back to my home sweet home. If I could, I'd take it all back and fly high up above the open sea into another destiny. I close my eyes and I'm back in your arms, I'd fly. Sometimes it feels like you just wanna run. It's easier than facing your own doubts, but it will get you no matter how far you go. It haunts you every night. I tried so hard to forget what we had, but then something reminds me of you. Do you remember the necklace you gave me? I wear it every day.
Now we're going to jump on into Saturday, and I know y'all were not prepared to see this. I had to cut my hair. It was making me crazy. So I use a Remington, I can't even think of what it's called now, clipper set to cut my hair. I usually just, in the summertime, I have been known to use a 1 guard, but this year I kept it on a 2 guard. And I just pull my hair over to one side, and then I kind of just loop around my head to get all my hair cut. I think I've been sporting this undercut for probably going on about 6 or 7 years now. I haven't had long hair in quite some time. I think I had told the story before that when my best girlfriend was in recovery from her breast cancer and her hair started to grow out, she was feeling a little bit insecure, and she had asked me if I would consider cutting my hair to have mine grow out when hers was growing out. And she knew I wouldn't say no, because to me, it's just hair. It's not, that important to me. It doesn't make me who I am. And of course I did it, and her hair grew out and mine just stayed short and just kept getting shorter. So this, it's an easy haircut for me to be able to take care of myself. My mom did come over. I had forgotten to cut the back, so I had to touch it up. And then my mom was over and she helped me trim up the back because it was wonky. I couldn't get it figured out. So I do have naturally curly hair, so that helps with a lot of the volume that I have. But I don't know. This is a fun haircut. I enjoy it. I always have fun with it. And who knows how long I'll do it. If, I'm going somewhere and I've got wigs in the bathroom. I can pop a wig on. I can be a redhead, a brunette, a blonde. It doesn't matter to me.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you doing fine 'cause you got me. I don't wanna break like your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure.
Fresh out of the shower, I'm going to use my Monier. I'm still using the Talabom. I love it. I have been using it pretty much every day, if not every other day, since they sent it to me. And it really is, it is pretty amazing. I really enjoyed it. I'm fixing to do my own order and get some more. Not that I'm out, but I want to get some for my husband as well. That he can have it with him on the road. It has really made my skin feel so much better. So I have zero complaints. Loving it for everything that I'm using it for. I'm using it on my face. I've told y'all my tattoos. I'm using it on my feet, on my knees, my elbows, just anywhere that I can put it to have better skin. So there is a discount code. I'll have it in the description box for you guys. But right now I'm going to try to fix this mop of my hair. It did feel good getting it cut and getting it washed.
You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round around the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear myself in the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show.
Good morning. Uh-oh, hold on. All right, try that again. Good morning, family. It is a beautiful, sunny, which it was not supposed to be, Saturday morning. We did cancel our plans to go to Charlotte. We were supposed to go to drag races because of the rain. And it kept flip-flopping. So we just decided to stay home. Right now, I am fixing to head up to the Dollar General. It is Saturday. Oh, I had to take my coffee. Well, it was still warm. And grab a few things. So that'll be fun. I don't have a lot planned for today. I am going to work on trying to get, I got a hair sticking up. This is yesterday's hair. I'm not even really sure I brushed it. It'll be okay. Gonna try to work on my gardening a little bit today, since the rain is let off, and get some seeds in the ground. I'm behind. For this area, I probably should have had planted maybe at the beginning of the month. It's April, I don't know, it's Saturday, it's 20 something. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's the 25th. 25th? 26th? I don't know. There goes my daddy. So I'm going to work on that. We are on the countdown to the end of the school year, which is fantastic. Little one is more than ready to be done. Every morning it's harder and harder for her to wake up. You see how green everything is outside? It's beautiful. We have really been blessed with the rain. Lots of rain, which is great because the pollen has been better. I am still healing for, trying to not really heal, but try to get over it still. It's better. I still have a pretty deep cough when I do cough, but it's been dry. So hopefully that'll end soon. Throat still hurts, in the mornings. I think I must be like mouth breathing. When I had my MRI scan done, they did say that I had a deviated septum. Hello, we are back from the store. Let me show you my goodies from today's Dollar General run. Cascade Power Platinum. I got 2 packs of razors. I got 2 of these. I told y'all before, I don't mind getting these. I know some folks complain about adding them to their coupon stash, but I replace mine so often, I don't mind. And these do work with the air wick that you can get from Dollar Tree. I've got one, I'll show you. Another toothbrush. We change ours out once a month, so that's okay. Some CoverGirl eyeliner, or what are these? They're brow fill and define pencils. And then I got a Purex crystals. But look how much space is in there. Like, it's down to here. Maybe I should have filled it up with another one, but isn't that crazy? Maybe that's what I did. I got someone else's bottle that wasn't full. But I just think that's so funny. Some Hellmann's, because this was $2 after the coupon. I got 2 body armor. These are for my husband. He likes these. So I always try to get those when they're on sale. And I got some Garnier Curl shampoo for Miss Pepper because she's got curly hair. And then I got 3 boxes of Kleenex because we are still going through them like you wouldn't believe. So I think all of this together, let me get my receipts. I can't remember. Okay, so after coupons and everything, I paid $24.20. I don't know if you can see that or not. I saved a good bit this week. I saved $39.17. So that's pretty good. I won't fuss about that. Okay, let me put this away, and then let me show you what I got from Dollar Tree yesterday. Here, we'll just slide this over. I love shopping the 5 off 25 on Saturdays at Dollar General. Sometimes it's hard to get stuff that you need or that you'll use. I'm not one of those that likes to just stock up on just random things. I always try to get stuff that my family will use. So I know we'll use the shampoo. Not our preferred mayonnaise, but it works. Again, not our preferred scent beads, but they work. Tissues, you know. Everybody needs toothbrushes. So I got 2 packs of the little refillable, reusable minis. These are good for Piper to take to school in the lunchbox because she takes her lunch every day. I did get her a headband. She said she didn't want it, but I feel like once we get to the campground and she sees the kids, oh, okay, well, go on with yourself. She might want it, and I'm just guessing. I mean, she's 11. She turns 12 this summer, so she may be getting too old for it. We'll see. And then I got, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this. So cute. Ribbon. And then I got some Stars and Stripes. I'm sure I'll find something cute to do with all of those. Piper is a huge Atlanta Braves fan, so I did get her some Braves cups. She's going to go see them in a couple of weeks, so she's excited about that. And then I got 5 of these. Our store had a huge stack, so no, I did not clear the shelf. I purchased one that was way more expensive than all of these put together, and it worked. So these are great. So these are not just for my kitchen. I'm going to give one to Piper to put in her, on her vanity, to put her makeup on. I'm going to use one in my bathroom to put my lotions and stuff on. And then I'm going to use it also in her craft room so that she can put some of her stuff and get it organized, because that space is a mess. I was digging through there yesterday trying to find my gardening seeds, and I just was like, oh, we got to get this organized. And it's still trying to find our space. Let me tip that up. We're still trying to find our space here in the house. We're still trying to make things work for us. Living in a mobile home is not like living in a regular house. You don't have the storage space like you do in a regular home. You know, you can't just throw things on the walls because there's not stud. You know, you're not guaranteed to always find a stud. And if you live in one, you understand. The more expensive ones, the ones that are $150,000 to $180,000, yeah, they come with lots of storage. Then again, you know, here we are. I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a double wide. We're going to make it work here. I'm going to put this away real quick. And then I'm going to put this all away right now. And then we'll get the seed bucket out, go through some seeds, and see what I want to throw out there in my beds. And then try to get all this done today so I can relax tomorrow and get ready for the work week. Yay. No, I love my job. I really do. So I'm going to hand wash all of this though. I don't think my dishwasher gets so hot when it dries that it'll melt stuff. So I don't want to melt anything, and these just won't stay still. I should need to get a bottle basket maybe to put them in, and then maybe I'll be able to wash them in the dishwasher, but I don't. I'm just gonna throw in some water and zhuzh them around. So, all right, let me get this cleaned up, and then we'll get on the seeds. We did go to Walmart yesterday, and I found a discount bag of bread flour. I'm sorry, self-rising flour. I got a little can of cream of chicken for $1. It's dented, so we'll use this right away. I have got to go through this whole thing and reorganize it. We got Chinese food last night, and it was awful. I hate to complain. We usually eat there, maybe once every couple of months, and it's always so good. The lo mein had no flavor. I had actually wanted General Tao's chicken, and they sent me cashew chicken, so I was a little wah wah wah. Anyways, it'll be good. We'll eat it. It'll get gone. We did get some cream cheese. The cream cheese we get at Aldi, it wasn't good this last time. It tasted almost very vinegary. I don't know how to explain it. So we got to get this tomatoes eaten because this one's already starting to get soft. So we're going to make some salads tonight for supper. I think we're going to do brats. I got laid those out yesterday with peppers and onions. And I feel like I got something else. I cleaned out the second freezer, the one in the laundry room, and I found some smoked sausage, a pack of bacon, which I was extremely excited about. I found 4 more packages of the ground pork. I've got some turkey meat in there. I don't think it's the seasoned one. I think it's just the regular. Because they sell it, yeah, it's just regular. They sell this one like in a taco seasoning flavor. And then I found a little package of chicken in there that we need to use up. And then there's the rest of my breakfast sausage. There's a pack of chicken, another thing of turkey meat. And then I found, I think, 2 more pork loins. So I'm going to have to get those and use them up. And then Piper had some more yogurt, some Go-Gurts in there. And I found 2 more packs of cauliflower rice. So we are good on groceries. This is probably a good 2 weeks worth for us. My husband, I think, is coming home next weekend. We bought eggs. These are down to $21. When I bought them last week, they were $25. So they're slowly coming down. The last time I bought them, they were $30. So getting there, folks, getting there. Just hang on. I know these got to be tossed. Yeah, those are going bad. So I got some cooking to do. So now that refrigerator is cleaned out, look at that. That's us a long time ago. We went to Myrtle Beach for, and that's my husband there too. He was working, 80-hour weeks in that picture. So now that I got this one cleaned out, I've got to come in here and clean it, because I don't know what happened. This is all Mom and Daddy's meat. Their freezer broke down. So this is all their deer meat. We don't eat deer meat. Well, my husband would. But this is theirs. We've got some boudin left. Got some dirty rice. It's got some smokies. We got a pack of chorizo back here. And we got a small ham. I don't even know what this is. It's a rice casserole. Probably needs to be thrown away. But this freezer needs a good cleaning. There's some liver mush. My husband likes liver mush. Y'all eat liver mush? He does. So, like I said, I'm gonna get this cleaned up. Not today, but I gotta put on my list of things to do. And then down here, we use this for our drinks. Yes, I still have these. I have not taken them to the donation center, and I haven't used them either. So I need to do that this week before they go bad. We had a party, Easter, whatnot. So we've got some drinks and stuff in here still. We don't really use this for anything else, just for back storage and mostly just drinks. These Alanias, I'm not crazy about the Fruit Loop flavor. I'm kind of regretting buying so many of those, but I do like the The salted caramel ones, they're pretty good. And then the Oreo one is really good. And I got some onions down there I need to use up. Yeah, just some onions. But we keep our drinks in here for Piper for school and then for company. I almost forgot to show you guys. So here's one of the Airwick. Ow. The one you get free with your coupons on Saturday or any day of the week, really. I just go on Saturday because I try to stay out of the Dollar General. All right, and these are nice ones. And then these are the ones you get from Dollar Tree. They say they only last about 15 days. But what's nice is that this is adjustable, so you could probably make it last a little bit longer. They are smaller, but you untwist it. It still has the same design, and then it fits right in there. So just put it on low, however you want it. And this scent was fresh linen. It smells nice. So I'll go hang this up somewhere. But yeah, so you can use these. They're free. They're $4 at Dollar General. They usually have a free coupon pretty much almost every week. Just about. I just so happen to have 2 in my cart, or my coupons, because I hadn't used them in a while. They're nice because they do turn, but I don't usually turn mine because the oil can leak. So, and then these are $1.25. So for $1.25, you got a whole thing in your house. Smells nice. So, all right, let me finish up what I'm doing here in the kitchen. Daddy is going to get his tractor for me here in a little bit, and we're going to plant. I've got trees to plant on both ends of the house. I've got a maple tree I've got to find somewhere to plant. So we're going to try and get that done today because we've had lots of rain, so the ground is good and soft. We're in Northeast Georgia, so our ground is mostly clay. Red dirt roads. You ever heard that song, Red Dirt Roads? That's where we are, so.
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head. From all those pretty words you said, it's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am, it's like I'm wasted. And I won't waste it. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind. I will follow you wherever, and I won't waste this.
Okay, we're gonna run outside real quick. Get my trees planted. Let me show you the trees that we got. So this is them. Mom got them at Christmas time. There's my fern. You know, Home Depot had these on sale for $9. And then here's the other one. I've got to get it planted. And then here is the maple. All this mulch here. And then I've got 2 more bags over here. They're going to go over where the flower beds are. I've got to dump out these buckets. My hibiscus is coming back. I thought I was going to lose it, but she's coming back. And then this is forsythia. These are from the Aldi's. And then this is going to be a hydrangea, I hope. I got 2 of each. So there's that one. And this one. So I've got to get more. Excuse me. I'm going to spray this down with some weed killer, and I'm going to put down some more pine straw. Eventually the plan is to build these sides up. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I want them to come right below the vents, pretty much where the line is from where the rain splashed on the underpinning, and get that taken care of. So the true trees I'm going to plant, I'm going to put one down here on this corner of the trailer. There it goes across the yards. It'll go here. This, I have a ton of wildflower seed, and I'm going to spread this all here and just let it. When I say we've got red dirt, that's red dirt. I do have some plants down there at the end that are growing pretty good. Oh, there goes my mom. Look how pretty it is outside today. It's beautiful out. So I'm going to put one tree over here, not too close to the house. And then here are my beds. So the red mulch is to put here to cover this up. I've got to get this in the dirt. My onions are going to bloom. I've got a hosta that needs to go into the dirt. My little Dutch couple, they're so cute. I need to paint them. I got them at a thrift store for like $40. So all of this, not all of it, because there is some grass in there. I'm waiting for it to start blooming. Most of this is flowers from their mixed seed collection, like hummingbirds, butterflies, stuff like that. So I'm waiting to see which ones bloom, and then I'm going to go in here with just some scissors and cut the grass back. I think this is one as well. This one has already bloomed, and it is so pretty. Those buckets I have to dump. I'm going to put them in the raised beds. That, I believe, is potatoes coming up. That trash can has got to go to the trash trailer. We got to get rid of it. I've got a few weeds to pull. A little bit of dirt to throw in. So you can see we've got grass growing over here. We planted fescue. So it is starting to come in pretty good. It's trying. A lot of it ran down the hill and onto these boards. I use these for my gardening for my buckets. Yeah, see, I think those are potatoes. I don't remember potatoes being out here, but anything can happen, I guess. I'm just wondering if they didn't fall out of something. Those are vines from last year from, oh my goodness, what were they? Tomato plants and pumpkins. So this is just got gardening stuff in it, but this is our new grass that is growing. All of this was orange clay, and it was so bad, like all this right here. So this is just now starting to come in. You can see it just in little spots starting to poke its little head out. So we had a full truckload of, I call it doo-doo dirt, brought in because it comes from farmers. And so we spread it. They put a big mound of it. We spread it, and then we threw, this is fescue seed. And so we threw the fescue out, and it took about 3 weeks. It's been cut once already. We'll let it grow tall again one more time and then cut it. So we're real excited about that. So we're hoping we'll get maybe another half a truckload dumped up here and spread it out across the top here. And then I'll use the rest of my beds to get all this planted. We've got to get some stuff planted around the back here. This is, of course, where our septic comes in. So this is always going to be luscious and grow and be perfect, because that's just where the drainage is. And then we've got leftover brick that we use throughout the yard for different things. I had all of this laid out at one time with the bricks and cardboard and mulch. And when we did the grass, we took it all up. So the grass is just now coming in there. And this is my rose bush this year. It is beautiful. They aren't a true red. They're like a coral color. This is one of those bagged roses that you can get at Walmart. It was in their back lot clearance, and I think I paid $3 for it. I bought 2. The other one didn't make it. But this one is just stunning. So I'm going to train it to grow up here and across the deck, because it's heavy. It's really heavy. But she is gorgeous. There's just new growth everywhere and new buds still coming up. She's just, I just love it. I need to just put this one over here. Look at that. So pretty. I'm just going to have to train it. So this needs to be cut back. I'm going to use my weed eater to do it. I'm not going to put any weed killer or anything back here. I don't want to run off into the yard and kill off anything. I got to move the trampoline. I need to weed eat around that and the chairs. We moved everything when we put the grass down. So and now that it's coming back up, we can get the fire pit back out and stack the logs up. Probably put the logs over here on the where the garden stuff was at, and keep it off the ground. Maybe keep the ants low. And then my other hibiscus is coming back. They were in the house and I brought them outside when we had that real warm snap. Oh my goodness. It's growing up through the deck. Well, let's cut that back. We must have had a really bad windstorm last night with the rain. I didn't hear it. I slept really good last night. There's my cat Chewy. I don't think you can really see him. Too much of a glare. So we'll lay this back out. There's his little face. Piper's rain boots. So I got the deck. There's the smoker. This is a rug. I use it on here because this table gets hot, real hot. So let me get some stuff moving around in here. So while we were out here today, we really focused on trying to get the bed straightened up. Piper took the trash can over to the trash trailer. I've been working on cleaning out the container. So she took that over there and emptied it for me, and just moving things around, getting stuff, last year's buckets, putting the dirt in the beds. You'll see me here in a minute start tossing some things, and I'm throwing those underneath the big trees in the driveway. I always throw like the clippings and stuff. Well, not so much like grass clippings, but like the big rooted stuff. I throw those underneath the trees because we don't cut under there. Nothing really grows underneath them, so we don't have to worry about cutting. And really just wanted to make this area look nice. I didn't put everything away and do like I should last year at the end of the season. I just wasn't motivated. But this year, I really want to get everything looking really nice, and hopefully I can get all that done before it gets too crazy.
Baby ferns uncurling, everything
So we took a break from being outside. It got a little bit warm. We went out there probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock-ish. And, you know, the sun, it was at full peak. So decided to come in the house. I wanted to make some bread. I had seen a jalapeno cheddar loaf at the grocery store when I went. And I thought, you know what, I can do that. So I had already purchased, excuse me, jalapenos at Aldi. And if you haven't had those before, they're really good. They're not overly spicy. They are overly hot. They're just a really good mild jalapeno. So I use that to make my jalapeno bread. I did have to change mixers because the one that I was using was the one I bought at the Goodwill. And the motor isn't as strong as the red one that I have. My red one is a professional. Okay, I found all my seeds. So I kind of have them separated. There's some lettuce. And there's spices. And like parsley, dill, you know, cilantro. And I got squash. So this is when I grew up in Indiana and it was really good. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that one out, finish it off. And then I'm just going to grab another one. I'm not going to do peas, though they did do good. I'm going to grab a thing of cucumbers. These are already open. So I'm just going to grab those. Tomatoes. Let's do those two. These were cool. I grew these. These were a lot of fun. They taste good too. Let's do some of those. A couple of Cherokee purples. We're just going to load the bed down and see what happens. I think those are all the same. There's pumpkin. I don't think I have one open. Nope. Yellow squash is not my favorite. I'll eat it in like a squash casserole, but to go just eat squash is not my favorite. That one's empty. Oh, corn. And there's some in there. We'll use those up. Corn, no. Radishes. Maybe. We'll see. Might put them in the corners and see if they'll grow. There's beets. I did some beets last year. They did pretty good. There's more cucumber. There's the cantaloupe. And then, what is that? That looks like spinach. Oh, kale. I don't like kale, but it was fun to grow. There's the okra. I'll get that out. I usually do good with jalapenos and banana peppers. So I'll get a couple of those out. Green peppers. I usually do like one whole bed of like peppers. The first year I grew a garden, I just had them all in the same thing, and it was crazy how well they did. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll do that again here. This is all like flowers. Oh, there's some Swiss chard. These are all flowers that we need to throw out in the yard on the end of the house. So habaneros. I use these for like making pepper jams and stuff. Pepper jellies. Those are just green peppers. Jalapenos. There's the radishes. The okra. Okra is so pretty when it grows. Banana peppers. Hungarian yellow wax pepper. Sorry. Cucumbers. Tomatoes. These are mortgage. I can't remember what they're called. The mortgage somethings. More yellow squash. Pumpkins. More zucchini. Lots of tomatoes. We love tomatoes. So I always usually do a good bit of that. And then cucumbers. And then the kale. I'm gonna try to put the cucumbers and the cantaloupe in the same bed. Oh, there's a watermelon and a watermelon. Gotta have watermelon. In the same bed, or well, not in the same bed, but across from each other. And I'm gonna get a cow panel to loop over it and let them grow on that. So they're not taking up a lot of bed space. They'll just grow over the panel. So there's that. So this is what we're going to look at planting this afternoon. we'll see how much I can get in there. Like I said, I overseeded one year and it all turned out amazing. I had so many plants. And then this was seeds from stuff that I grew out of my garden. So of course those are peppers. These are hot peppers. Does it say what these are? Oh, these were from green peppers, hot peppers. This I did not grow. I bought these. These are small sweet peppers. So these are like the ones that you buy in the bag and you use for like little poppers. The mixed colored ones. Green pepper again. These are my loofah seeds from when I grew loofah. So I'm gonna get a couple of them out. The thing about loofah is it's very picky. There's okra seeds. It's a very picky plant. So once you plant it, you just need to leave it alone. It doesn't like to be messed with. There's some eggplant. So I saved as many seeds as I could. Wax peppers. Banana peppers. Tomato. Oh, Park Whopper. And oh, this could either be Park Whopper or the Cherokee Purple. This is the original loofah seed I bought. I got these off of Etsy. So mine didn't get as dark as those, so I'm not sure mine will grow. But it still won't hurt to try. And then this was a bag of seeds that my sister got me for Christmas one year. And then all of these seeds that are left, I purchased off of a website. Did I save it? What the place is called? Little Shop of Seeds in Iowa. Little Shop of Seeds. And they were extremely inexpensive. They were 75 cents a piece back then. So I bought a bunch of seeds that year. So, and I saved this so I could order again if I needed to. I want to say that I got the seed information. Oh, I can't think of the channel now. She and her family live in Arkansas. Oh, I wish I could think of the name of it. Because I give her all the credit. They're homesteaders. And they built their home as a metal building. They converted into a barn, I guess. And I just can't think of their names. I know her husband's name is Jay. And it's completely slipped my mind. But anyways, so let me go outside here. Just a few. The sun is going down and then we'll go outside. And we'll look. It got really warm today, so I stayed in the house and did dishes and stuff. So we'll go outside in just a minute. Here we go, just getting those jalapenos ready to put on the bread or put in the bread. I did slice some for the top, and then I diced a handful to mix in the bread just to try it. I didn't want to do too much because I was scared that it might be too spicy, and none of us would have eaten it. I could have found somebody that would have eaten it, but I just didn't want it to go to waste. So I started with just these few, but the next time I make it, I definitely will use more jalapenos. The flavor was outstanding. For my first time ever making a bread like this, I feel like I did pretty good. I sent pictures to my husband, and he was jealous. So I'm going to have to make one. He's not coming home this weekend, but possibly next weekend. So I'll have to make some of this for him while he's home, and then maybe a couple of loaves that he can take back to his friends in Indiana.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago. This town's so quiet this time of year, with the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever I fell hard, I fell fast, hoping that my love for you would last forever, forever, forever ago. I fell hard, I fell fast, hoping that my love for you would last forever, forever, forever. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago.
So this is what's left of the jalapeno cheddar loaf I made. It was a hit. I'm gonna have to make it again. just taking those few minutes to get the vegetables cut up and ready for use throughout the week, it does help a lot. I mean, it may seem like it might not, but, you know, I feel like 5 minutes saved is 5 minutes saved. That's, you know, time I could be doing something else or spending with someone else. So, you know, I don't mind. I usually try to do some kind of meal prep on Sunday just to make things easier for the rest of the week. Same with breakfast, you know, having breakfast. I'm fixing to throw a dozen or so eggs in my Instapot so that I can have those for a quick, easy meal. I told you before, I'm trying to eat better, trying to be healthier. Making 3 loaves of bread on Sunday doesn't help by any means. But, you know, if I have a dozen or so eggs that I have already boiled that are ready to eat in the refrigerator, I'll grab one of those just because it's quick and simple. Something else I did different this weekend was make bite-sized biscuits for Piper, and that is because she's not a big breakfast person when she wakes up in the mornings. So if I can warm up 1 or 2 of those and she has it before she gets on the bus, you know, that's fine. They do offer free meals, free breakfast at school. Well, all meals are free at school here in Georgia. So if she's still hungry, she can grab a fruit option when she gets there. Finally, it's time to just finish putting away the dishes in the dishwasher, reloading what can go back in there, and just closing down the house for the evening. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I know it was a span of a couple of days, but I thought I would try something different. I really enjoyed doing it. It did take more time, but, you know, I feel like it's worth it. I had fun, and it kind of gives you a glimpse of what we go through during the week. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your work week. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. I always want to thank you guys for your support. And if you're new here, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Take care.